right? We all have goals, and part of being able to achieve those goals is to go through a change process, right? And you seem to be experiencing just going through change, right? And my question to you is, why do you? And I do believe that for some people, one of the reasons they are not, maybe closer to their goals is because they've not been able to go through the necessary change required to just become a different version of themselves, right? And why do you think that is? Why do you think so many people struggle to let go of who they used to be? And at the same time, they also desire to be a different person.
I would say it comes down to hunger. Flores and the Machines. Flores Welsh has a song called Hunger, and the song is actually about her anorexia or her relationship with food. But when I listen to that song, it's not about food for me. It's about different things, right? So I'm someone who I grew up a dreamer. I'm a dreamer at heart. I wanted a better life for myself. I dreamed of a life that was bigger than the rural area that I grew up with. I grew up as a child where my grandma raised me, right? I grew up on the fact that my family gave me the best that they could, right? And there was a point in my life where I used to be mad at my mom when she would always tell me something from a point of frustration or exhaustion. I've done the best I can do for you. The rest is left for you to raise yourself. I started living on my own when I was 20. For a Nigerian child, an Igbo girl child, you know what that means. Like, yeah, it took a great art of rebellion to be able to do that. And with that came with the fact I had to quickly learn discipline, right? I could have chosen, I had freedom. I could have gone or decided to model my life through any other whatever. But the person I am right now is grateful for the fact that I quickly acknowledged that there was that need for me to be able to learn or develop discipline. And most importantly, I was hungry for a better life. I was hungry to win. I was hungry to succeed. I was hungry to prove that this rebellious act that I have done to remove myself from my family because the relationship did not serve me in a certain way, right, was not because I wanted to embrace the bad things they thought every other person who seeks or yearns for freedom wanted. So it comes down at hunger. My hunger is what led me here. My hunger was what led me in the job searches, in me being able to move from Nigeria to the UK on my own merit. It's my hunger. Be able to have gotten my indefinite leave to remain, which is synonymous like a US green card, under 3 years. That was my hunger. Being able to like win awards, be able to support businesses, founders, and all the large ways or different ways that my life is big are all rooted from my hunger. I'm dreaming of a better life that I want to be able to do XYZ, all stems from my hunger, right? And also acknowledging the fact that I have the capacity. Like I mentioned earlier, I've never had that feeling of, oh, I can't do this shit, or if only I was finer, or if only I had this or that, I would have been able to do XYZ. I've never told myself those stories because it was from that whole thing of, if you wanted something real bad, if you're really hungry for something, you would try as much as possible to get it, right? And that also meant that I also had to develop a keen sense of solution-orientedness, right? In tandem with that discipline at age 20, and find creative ways to solve important problems. Work was a great training ground for that, and be able to, like, the framework that they even gave us at work when it came to KPI, quarterly business reviews, of you coming to say how you were able to improve, right? Those were things I also took into my own personal life. Be able to like ask myself difficult questions and be honest with myself, like, okay, how do we improve, or how do we do XYZ, or get from point A to point B, wanting that, realizing that, I had this hunger in me, or this fantasy, or this goal in mind to be able to achieve XYZ, and be able to come up with creative ways or come up with a plan to be able to get me XYZ. Know that, I needed community, or I needed the intervention of certain people, and be able to ask for the help of those people to be able to help me get to XYZ. Being able to rely on people or borrow the credibility of other people around me. And that also came down to being reliable as a person, right? As a friend at work. And that was how I was able to get the community who I could write off their back, right? Or borrow their credibility to be able to get XYZ. Hunger makes for a great sense of motivation towards getting your goal. and yeah, being able to acquire or grow the discipline and the skills required to get you from point A to point B.